Today is 420. That's the American way of saying it. 420, 420. There is something with that date. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe I've been smoking a little too much. It is April 20th, and that also means Record Store Day. And yes, I have been shopping.
Hi, this is Hasse from the Musical Companion, and you're watching Live Prog.
Good afternoon, or maybe good evening, or good morning. It doesn't matter which time zone you are. I am happy you're watching to a new video on Live Prog. I am Marcel Haster, and I want to play a game with you. Now, don't worry. It's nothing dangerous. It's nothing scary. It's the game What's in the Bag? Because I went to shop at Record Store Day and I picked up some nice goodies and it's in the bag, and I can tell you the bag is heavy because I picked up, well, a few things. There was one album in particular that I went out for, was hoping to get it, and you know, with Record Store Day, there's a chance they only have like 1 or 2 copies, and if there are other people who want the same title and they're ahead of you, well, you might be in bad luck. Was I in bad luck or had I good luck? I'll show you in a moment. I picked up a few other things, so let's not wait any further and let's just open the bag and take out the first items in the bag. Oh, wait a second, that's not right. I did not buy these at Record Store Day, to be honest. Subsignal, The Beacons of Somewhere Sometime, and A Song for the Homeless, live in Rüsselsheim 2019. Yeah, these were 2 albums from Subsignal I was missing. I got this beautiful t-shirt. I bought that last Thursday when I went to see Subsignal in concert. That's why I didn't have as much money as I was hoping for to go shopping on Record Store Day, because I already spent some of my budget. But don't worry, there's still plenty of interesting things in here. And I'm gonna start with the CDs that I bought. These were not specifically what I went out for when I went to Record Store Day, but it was like, all right, I'm at the record store, let's see if they have some interesting things. So I picked up 3 CDs, and just randomly I'm going to show them to you. First of all, Dire Straits, Making Movies. For some reason I have rediscovered Dire Straits, and I'm kind of picking up older albums. Well, there were 3 I was missing, now there are 2 I'm missing. The first 2 I don't have yet, but Making Movies is now part of my collection. The other albums I already have, so yeah. It's kind of sentimental, nostalgic music for me. I mean, I was young when Dire Straits was really big, and now they're kind of gone, and Mark Knopfler is doing his own thing, which is awesome because he's making amazing music. But yeah, I'm reconnecting with the music of Dire Straits, and I definitely like that. Another band I'm kind of reconnecting with is this one, Flower Kings. And I picked up, let me say it correctly, Space Revolver, before I start saying a different title, because that's in my head, you know. That's often what goes when I record these videos. I have something in my head, and that is sometimes different than what I show, and then all things start to go wrong. And sometimes I can fix it in post, but not every time. But in this case, yeah, Space Revolver by the Flower Kings. I've always enjoyed their music. I had a couple of albums of them. I don't have them anymore, and I'm kind of sad about that, but you know, the way things happened the way they happened, and at least I got one back, so that's good. And another one I picked up, I'm very happy with, is this one, Consortium Project. A project by Ian Perry, the Elegy singer. Elegy is back, they're performing again, which is really cool. I knew Ian Perry from the Vengeance days, where he worked, of course, with Arjen Anthony Lucassen. He also did some parts at the Arjen albums. And I always kind of liked his solo work as well. And this includes a lot of great names, like Stefan Liel, like Thomas Youngblood, like Patrick Rondat, but also Arjen Lucassen is part of it, and a couple of other people. So yeah, that's very cool. I'm really happy with these CDs. Alright, now let's go to the main event. Well, the main event, not entirely. There was something very cool, and I really hope you can see it, because it's wrapped in plastic, so it's kind of how do you say that? Mirrors. I don't know the correct term right now off my head, but anyway, I'll show it in a moment to you without the plastic. But I haven't taken it out yet. I mean, I just got back from the store. I just got it when I'm recording this. So yeah, Within Temptation, Acoustic the Artone Sessions. It's a 12-inch. There are only, well, 4 songs on the album, acoustic songs. I'm really curious to. I don't think I've ever heard some acoustic Within Temptation. I know they did more, but for some reason I never heard that. I only know, you know, the full band stuff. but I'm very curious. This was like while stock lasts. You get this when you buy a Record Store Day album. So that was very cool. I'm really happy that I got one. I was hoping I would, you know, be in time to pick one up. All right, the last one, and this is the moment of truth. Did I find the album I was pretty much going to the record store for? I gotta go like this because there it is. In Halo, Sever, the special Record Store Day reprint. Repress, reissue, whatever. It's a beautiful album, I think. It's still packed. As you can see, hopefully, it says here that they are the winner of the I.O. Pages Award. In Halo is a band I kinda, because I went to the CD-Take in Eindhoven, because there I knew they would have this. And at the CD-Take, that is also where I was, well, pretty much pointed in the direction of In Halo. I remember being there a while back, buying a Steven Wilson album, and we're talking with the guy at the counter, and he's like, yeah man, I love Porcupine Tree, I love Steven Wilson. He said, well, if you like that stuff, you should check out In Halo, because their music is definitely in the vein of Porcupine Tree, Riverside, maybe even some Opeth, and some other influences in it. And it's like, all right, that's interesting. So I started to listen to it on streaming, on Tidal, and I was like, hey man, this is cool music. I picked up that there would be a Record Store Day release of this album, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see if I can get a copy of it. And well, lo and behold, I have a copy of it. You know what, let me unpack and let me show you these a little bit more up close. Alright then, they're unwrapped. Well, let's start with Within Temptation now. I hope you can see the cover a lot better right now. Oh, very beautiful. And of course, let's take out the record itself, which is also always very nice, of course. And there we have it. A beautiful 12-inch with 4 acoustic Within Temptation songs on it. The Artone Sessions. Well, I'm very much looking forward to playing them because I have no idea what I'm going to expect. So probably when I'm done editing this video and putting it online, I'm gonna give this one a spin at first, because this one I don't know. And then of course the beautiful Sever from In Halo. It's a gatefold album, which is very nice, of course. Yeah, so kinda like the artwork, and of course the track listing and the cover again, and of course we need to take a look at the record itself, because I heard something about that record, and ooh, look at that. Look at that. Well, I really hope you can see this, because it's kind of see-through with smoke, with hints of smoke in it. Yeah, very cool, very cool. You know, I love that that labels do these things and bands do these things, release these kinds of records. I mean, in a way, it's a gimmick, of course. It makes an album special, but at the same time, it makes an album special, and that's the entire meaning of it. That it's so much fun to put on this record. I mean, I can live with a black record or whatever. I don't need a colored record. I don't need a record like this, but it is cool, and especially, you know, when you have some visitors, you can put it on. It enhances, to me, it enhances a little bit the whole experience of enjoying this album. At the same time, I know that there are bands and labels that put out like multiple versions of the same album, all with different colors. And if you're a real die-hard collector, that's gonna cost you a lot of money. And in a way, it's like maybe you're boosting sales a little bit by taking advantage of collectors. I don't know. I mean, you know, of course, everyone is responsible for their own actions and stuff like that. But I see that happening, and I'm a collector, but I'm not a collector like that. You know, I'm happy with this one. If it would have been a black album, I would have been equally happy with it, because it's the music that counts. But altogether, I am quite happy with these two, and of course with the CDs I showed you. Now, of course, I'm curious. I showed you my Record Store Day loot. What did you get? What did you get for Record Store Day? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Did you find anything you were looking for, or maybe you find something you weren't looking for and you did buy it anyway because, well, you were interested in it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the music, and I hope to see you guys with the next video.